Have you ever wondered why, despite 8 hours of sleep, some mornings you're trapped in a fog, especially if you have an ADHD brain? Scientists say that a single, simple morning habit could be your ticket to supercharged focus, sharper energy, and a day where your ADHD brain truly shines. If you think waking up is your daily nemesis, stick around. Today, we're exploring the science and strategy behind one routine that can kickstart your ADHD brain into high gear, starting with the very moment you roll out of bed. Welcome to the Growth Mindset Project. If you're excited to upgrade your mornings and unlock the power of your ADHD brain, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell. You'll never miss out on tricks and insights for thriving with the brain you've got. Let's face it, mornings can feel like an Olympic challenge for anyone, but especially for the ADHD brain. There you are. The alarm is blaring. Your eyes may crack open, but don't be fooled. Your brain is hitting the snooze button. Scientists call this sleep inertia. And if you've got an ADHD brain, it can stick around like a fog machine that just won't quit. So what's the first order of business? Hydration. Believe it or not, being even a little bit dehydrated can seriously slow down your thinking, focus, and even that get up and go feeling you're desperately searching for. A glass of water right by the bed makes it easy. But let's be real. Sometimes, last night's glass looks questionable. If that's the case, no shame. Get yourself moving to pour a fresh one. That trip downstairs? It isn't just procrastination. Movement actually helps signal your ADHD brain that it's time to boot up. Still, that walk to the kitchen can feel like a hike up Everest when your brain hasn't fully gotten the memo. For a lot of us, even low-key exercise like simply wiggling your toes or stretching in bed is enough to start the process. Those tiny movements cue your body and your ADHD brain to get back in sync. It doesn't need to be a full-on workout, just start small. Move your feet, stretch your legs, maybe let your dog cheer you on from the sidelines. As your body wakes, your ADHD brain starts to respond. Research shows even a few minutes of movement increases blood flow, providing precious oxygen and nutrients to brain cells that can help you become alert, oriented, and ready to function. Ever notice that dread of doing anything in the morning? For many with an ADHD brain, neurotransmitters like dopamine are running on low. Now sure, medication can boost those levels, but whether or not you're using a prescription, there are other ways to stimulate and prime your brain. Many people pivot to caffeine for an instant jolt, coffee, tea, even a walk outside. But sometimes you run out of coffee, forget to refill your prescription, or completely lose track of what day it is. The ADHD brain is notorious for time blindness, losing track of what happened yesterday, let alone what needs to happen today. So, what do scientists recommend when you need an extra push? Light. Morning light exposure helps naturally decrease melatonin, the sleep hormone, and ramps up cortisol, which is the alertness hormone. But what if it's winter, and sunrise still feels 1,000 hours away? Even artificial light or opening the curtains helps jumpstart your ADHD brain. It's all about giving your circadian rhythm a nudge. Morning means business. Organization tools are another lifesaver. Having a visual schedule or calendar, whether it's an app, a wall calendar, or a digital display, helps ground your ADHD brain in the day ahead. When your mind is buzzing with all the things you could, should, or might do, writing them down helps you prioritize and declutter mentally. If you're heading into a day packed with to-dos, break down tasks into bite-sized pieces and share responsibilities with others whenever possible. If you're still with me and picking up tips for waking up your ADHD brain, tap that like button and drop a comment about your own morning rituals. What really works when you need to jumpstart your day? Your tips might help someone else in the Growth Mindset Project community. Movement, hydration, light. But wait, there's more. There's a secret most researchers agree on: stacking habits. Pairing one small, non-negotiable action, like drinking a glass of water, with another, like stretching or turning on a bright lamp, helps the ADHD brain develop reliable routines. Those routines, by association, become almost automatic, exactly what a distractible brain craves. And don't underestimate the power of a little cold shock. Sometimes, even splashing cold water on your face or taking a brisk shower is enough stimulation to snap your ADHD brain from snooze into go mode. That's because temperature jolts can momentarily increase adrenaline levels, providing a natural pick-me-up. Now, what about decision fatigue? The ADHD brain can spiral before breakfast simply trying to decide what to wear. Prepping basics, like laying out clothes the night before, might seem trivial, but it's a game changer. It sidesteps that early morning overwhelm and saves your focus for bigger problems that actually need your energy. And speaking of energy, let's talk music. Scientists have discovered that upbeat music, played first thing in the morning, can help synchronize movement and motivation in the ADHD brain. So don't be afraid to put on a favorite playlist and do your own morning dance, or, at least, a semi-coordinated wiggle. Quick break here. If this is resonating, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Your engagement helps more people find these ADHD brain-boosting strategies, and your support keeps the Growth Mindset Project thriving. Now picture this. You've hydrated, tossed back the curtains, stretched, played some music, maybe even walked the dog. But suddenly, you're lost scrolling your phone, sucked into an endless doom scroll. It happens. The ADHD brain is built for stimulation, and if you don't guide it toward productive, joyful experiences, it'll latch onto whatever's nearby. That's where mindful transitions come in. Creating a done list, not just a to-do list, helps you see progress and resist the easy trap of distraction. And don't be afraid to use practical reminders, alarms with different tones for hydration, movement, and tasks, notes by your mirror, digital or physical lists. Each visual and auditory cue gives your ADHD brain the structure it needs to turn intention into action. One last trick scientists recommend: morning word games or puzzles. A bit of Wordle, a crossword, or a brain teaser delivers a hit of dopamine and wakes up your cognitive circuits. It's not wasted time, it's a strategic warm-up that can supercharge your ADHD brain for the challenges ahead. You don't need to be perfect every morning. It's about building a sustainable, supportive system that matches the way your ADHD brain works. Stack your habits, use your tools, keep reminders handy, and celebrate each small win. Remember, every step you take helps your ADHD brain perform at its amazing creative best. Did you enjoy this? Want more brain hacks and science-based strategies to grow with the brain you have? Click to watch our other videos, and don't forget to hit the bell so you're first in line for the latest insights from the Growth Mindset Project. Your ADHD brain deserves to shine. See you next time.